Here are some things you may or may not have missed from the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. One of the things that Dave Filoni has done in the past is brought back different creatures throughout the Star Wars universe, and this is no exception. This is Star Wars Empire issue number 17, Amani Attack. Now, even though this is a Star Wars comic, it is still a fun read, so make sure you check it out as the Stormtroopers fight off the Amani. Now, spice being involved in the storyline is not something that would be surprising, as it is a common thing in Star Wars. Grogu seen here enjoying his snack as he watches Stinky win a battle. Now, we've seen this delicious snack before in the Bad Batch, and it is also known as the Mantell Mix. Speaking of the Mantell Mix, this is a Mantelian Sabrip, and we've seen this creature on the holo table in Star Wars A New Hope. Now, I've never played this game, but there was an older Star Wars fan who shared this image showing us this creature and this game that he really liked to play. Now, this here is Stinky. This is the name given to him by Ahsoka Tano, assuming that this is the character we're thinking. Now, back then when this creature was introduced as a character in this film, it was not received very well. This is one of many articles that criticize the Clone Wars movie as being just an awful movie. The article goes on to mention that you know you're in trouble when the most interesting new character is Jabba the Hutt's uncle. And it goes on to talk about that Jabba has an infant that was kidnapped, and goes on to talk about wondering why or how this creature is created. So we're not going to go there. We're going to move on. Now, ever since the Clone Wars movie released, fans have been asking, where is this character? Much more than Ki-Adi-Mundi asking, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Now, this scene reminded me of the Hulk when he was fighting and getting cheered on. So I do wonder if Rhoda the Hutt is there by choice or if he's being forced to fight. Somehow the Razor Crest has returned is what a lot of the comments are regarding the Razor Crest. Now, I want to make a different video talking about this from a Star Wars perspective, not from a merchandise perspective, to just discuss why the Razor Crest was brought back. Again, not from a merchandise perspective, but from a storyline or Star Wars perspective, to give it a different spin. Because while, yes, I'm sure there's going to be another LEGO set releasing with these different colors, it's always fun to tie in a little bit of lore and story development. We see the return of Zeb, and this time, hopefully we get to see a lot more of him in this film. Sigourney Weaver does not want to give Grogu her snacks. Now, this is not the first time a Star Wars character has been hesitant or cold or not really cared for Grogu, as we see in this little scene here, but it'll be interesting to see if over time her character also warms up to the idea of Grogu. I only say this because I've seen comments talking about other Star Wars characters who have interacted with Grogu and seem to forget